Breaking news this morning, Champaign police are investigating a report of shots fired. This happened near Country Fair Drive and White Streets near Gramercy Park Apartments. You are taking a live look now at the active investigation. Police are still there. This happened at about 2 o'clock this morning. They have taped off an entire block and they are coming in and out of that apartment building that you see on your screen right there, collecting evidence. No word yet on if anyone was hurt. We will continue to update you as we learn more from police. A man was arrested in Decatur after forcing his way into a woman's apartment and shooting another man. This happened at Wabash Crossing Apartments on Martin Luther King Drive in Decatur. Police got a call from the woman at about 2 o'clock this morning, and when they got there, the man jumped out of the second-story window of the apartment and ran. Police then chased and arrested him. They also found the gun. The man who was shot was taken to the hospital. Officials say all three of them know each other. Taking a look now at the latest coronavirus numbers in the states, there are more than 2,300 new cases, putting Illinois over the 100,000 mark. 147 more people have died, bringing the state's death toll to more than 4,500. Central Illinois is on track to move to phase 3 next Friday. When that happens, bars and restaurants will be allowed to seat people outside. Tables have to be 6 feet apart and away from sidewalks. Employees will have to wear masks. There are also recreational changes. Indoor and outdoor tennis courts will reopen. Golf courses will also be allowed to have foursomes on the same tee and use carts. Nail and hair salons as well as tattoo parlors are set to reopen. In-person retail shopping will also be allowed. You can find more of the places that can open their doors again on WCIA.com. The Pritzker administration is pulling back on an emergency rule that would have punished business owners who defy his orders. The governor threatened to jail any business owners who defy him, but he says he'd prefer to fine them or, if things escalate, pull their license. The threat alone has drawn intense pushback from businesses who say the government is overreaching.
But those tools are harsher measures than anybody, including me, is interested in pursuing. A business that chooses not to follow the rules can recover from a fine. It is much more expensive to deal with being stripped of a license or forced to close.
Now the governor is going to the legislature asking them to give him an enforcement tool to allow police to write tickets only.
As we take a live look on your roofing dog iNet weather camera network here across central Illinois, Champaign, Charleston, Gibson City, and Springfield, all cloudy. Storm tracker Doppler not showing hardly anything as far as moisture. We still maybe have a few areas of that mist or sprinkle action that will happen as we go throughout this morning into the day because, well, we still have this low that's parked across the southeastern United States. It really hasn't moved much at all from yesterday, and, well, most of the moisture is still off to the east across more of the mid-Atlantic states and heading into West Virginia. But we will notice, as I mentioned, just a bit more of those clouds. It's close enough by to bring us those clouds plus a few of those sprinkles throughout the day. 56 in Springfield, sitting at 54 in Effingham, Indianapolis at 55 in South Bend. Right now sitting at 56 degrees. Still a lot of clouds around for today. We do have a little more sunshine ahead though for tomorrow as those clouds do break apart just a bit more for us. Multiple storm chances though, not just one into the holiday weekend, but we'll have it pretty much on each and every day. But there is one drier day, and we'll let you know when exactly that is here coming up in just a little while. Christy?
Thanks, Adam. While lawmakers are back in Springfield, it is now a requirement that they wear masks during session. Anyone not wearing one could be removed from the House floor. Representative Darren Bailey refused, so he was escorted off the floor. He says he's not sorry.
I have a choice to make if I want to put my mask on and go back in, but right now certainly isn't that time. I'll be monitoring and watching what's taking place in there. You know, we have been in a super minority situation until this time. Hopefully Republican leadership will wake up and force Democrat votes instead of siding with them.
Bailey says he isn't sure whether he will put on a mask to re-enter the Bank of Springfield Center before this week is over. He will be in a Clay County courtroom on Friday, though, for the latest hearing on his lawsuit against the governor's stay-at-home order. The Gibson City Police Department won't be arresting any business or organization leaders who choose to reopen their doors before next Friday. And the police chief and others posted a letter about the policy on social media. They say police are neither encouraging nor discouraging businesses or churches currently affected by the executive order to remain closed or open for business. Airports are feeling the pain of the pandemic as well. Willard Airport in Savoy is flying 90% fewer passengers than normal. Losses are stacking up, specifically in rental car sales and parking lot payments. Flights to Dallas, Fort Worth, and Charlotte have dropped to 1 day a week. Flights to O'Hare have been reduced to 11 a week, but they are hoping to come out of the crisis to increase travel demand once the stay-at-home order is lifted. In the meantime, though, the federal government has stepped in. Willard Airport got nearly $2 million from the FAA. Officials say they are using that money to keep full operations going and to avoid layoffs. It can be overwhelming for small business owners to stay afloat during this pandemic. Some might not even know what options they have. That's why the Asian American Executive Network hosted a webinar to make sure owners don't get left behind. WCIA 3's Andy Olson has more.
Local, state, and federal leaders got together online to give guidance to Asian American business owners. The Asian American Executive Network hosted the meeting with the Illinois Asian American Legislative Caucus. AAEN was founded by George Moy. He says Asian Americans can sometimes be the last to know about some of these resources. Many owners he works with aren't following U.S. politics closely.
We do what we can to bridge the gap between what the government is doing for the Asian American, what the nonprofit is doing, and whatever gaps is missing, we're going to do it.
Senator Tammy Duckworth was also in the webinar. She says she's heard from some business owners who have to combat pandemic-related racism. She told the group about her plan to pass federal guidance on combating it.
And this is really a time for leaders in the community, such as those on the call today, to help us both fight racism, but then also to help businesses be able to reopen and get the economy working again when it's safe to do so.
One Asian American business owner in Champaign says they were approved for their Paycheck Protection Program loan. MS Bioanalytical is a research lab for food and supplement testing. They say they haven't been doing much work in the lab during the pandemic. The loan is helping staff during the uncertain time.
And that is had been approved. And certainly the fund is going to go to the payroll for employees.
Some in the county haven't been so lucky, though.
Even today, there are Asian Americans sitting somewhere in the middle of Illinois who are a little lost and figure out which program can I get into.
In Champaign, Andy Olson, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
The Asian American Executive Network says they're still helping people with resources for the current round of PPP loans. The group was formed in 2013. They've helped thousands of Asian American business owners since then. They say as the pandemic continues, they will continue helping the small businesses that may be struggling. A London-based food company made a huge announcement overnight. Coming up in this morning's report from the farm, how that will help processing plants here.